We love, baby. There you are, I see you. Yes, people. What's going on? Is you got Talk to About? We're back again with another video. Arsenal just beat Chelsea in a semi-final of the League Cup. Yes, that record that Mikel Arteta had 8 semi-final games where he had not won a single game is out the window. 8 semi-final games where we only scored, what was it? One goal in 8 semi-final games. That's horrendous. Or is it 2? I forget. That is over the line also. People are asking where Souls is late nights. He can't do late nights. But one thing I will tell you is we're here. I thought it was a flattering scoreline. I thought Victor Gyokeres was the man of the match. I thought Ben White unlocked the defense with that pass for Victor Gyokeres. I thought we played quite well today in the second half. I thought first half, very slow start. Second half, we got ourselves into the game. We're a second half team. Crazy record where Arsenal's 22 games. Where if we score first, we win. We score first, game done. Forget about it. You're not winning. That's just how it is. If we score first, you're not winning the game. Simple. And that's what happened. We scored first. They're not winning. Game over. Done. Capiche. And from there, it was night. One thing I will tell you, though, is Chelsea fans who came into this game with any level of confidence, the moment you seen the lineup, you said to yourself, you know what? You're not beating us with that lineup. And I'm not even going to lie to you. The scoreline is so flattering because we should have scored way more than just 3 goals. You guys were lucky that Garnacho had his shooting boots on today and got 2 good shots on target. I thought Chelsea came out with a weak lineup and basically said, you can have it. I thought we went out with a strong lineup and said, give me that. We don't care about if you want to give it to us or not. We conceded 2 sloppy goals. Zubimendi, the calm, cool composure for that goal that he scored. Great from Zubimendi. And defensively, we were just not our best today. But overall,
no, those are just two defensive lapses. Yeah,
bro,
two defensive lapses.
I think we're pretty much through because there's no way they're coming to our house and beating us. And if we get a draw, we're also through. So it's like we're pretty much through. It just
again, it is what it is. The Emirates has been a fortress this year, and I pray and hope it stays the same. But again, the Garnacho goals, goals were going to happen in this game. I predicted a 3-1, and I even said I'd take a 3-2. I wanted a clean sheet for Raya originally. I thought Raya would be playing, but when I saw Kepa, I was like, I'll predict a 3-1. And my thing is, this is the semi-final. Just get through it, and then in the final we can go all out. You know what I'm saying? I think we played in gear 1, gear 2 today. Like the way Arsenal played, we played in gear 2. I think Chelsea was playing in gear 5. They were really good. I mean, João Pedro was playing the best of what he could. Most of their players were playing like the best of what they could, and I don't think we got into third gear at all. We didn't see the likes of Saka really, do a lot. So we didn't have a lot of, So we weren't playing at our best. But again, this is what I love when you can't play at your best, but you can go and get the win, get the W, whether or not you're playing at your best. That's a mentality thing. We were not horrible today. I see people saying that Kepa almost cost us the game. Kepa didn't cost us that game.
You know what? Let's get into those comments in a second. Before we go any further, shout out to everybody. I think we need to start off by looking at the lineup because Chelsea, no Cole Palmer, no Caicedo due to no fault of their own, but he was suspended. And you look at the team. When the manager said this was a small game, I didn't think he was going to put out a FA Cup third round team. I felt like he put out a FA Cup third round team. I don't think he put out a team worthy of a semi-final because Gui, sorry, I don't rate him. And then when it comes to a Chingpong playing as right back, they really had no other choice. Their midfield is decimated with all those guys out already. So I'm looking at this team and I'm saying to myself, they don't have that cutting edge. Fair play to Garnacho. He came off the bench and scored 2 goals for them. I did not expect him to score those goals. And Garnacho scored those goals. Once again, we're getting beat by the chances of those goals going in are very slim. 90% of the time, you don't score those goals. He took his chances very well. You got to give it up to Garnacho.
He did. He came on, and I think he's trying to prove a point now to the manager that you've got to start me. You've got to start using me. But again, I see people saying Chelsea B team, Arsenal A team. I see people saying all kinds of things. The truth is, again, Liam Rosinha was playing who was available to him today. Let's be honest. Caicedo out. That's not any fault of ours, you know.
You get the players out. To be fair, they gave us a tough first half. Second half, we dominated. It was Cole Palmer, Lavia, Gusto, James.
Yeah. So if
these guys out, they're gonna suffer.
If your key players are out, then it is what it is, you know. Because when we came over to you the first time to play in the Premier League, and we didn't have Gabriel and Saliba, and we played in Capi and Mosquera. None of you, and you guys were 10. It was 10 men Chelsea and 11 men Arsenal. You said a lot of nonsense. You said, "Oh, you couldn't beat us 10 men." Blah blah. You didn't give us any leeway that we didn't have our, you know, centre back pair. You didn't give us any leeway that our players.
Bro, I don't even care about that. I'm just gonna bring it back. Chelsea played well in that first half, and
they did.
And we scored from a set piece. That set piece was all on Robert Sanchez. What was he doing trying to catch the ball in that situation? Errors leading to a goal. 2 of his goals that he conceded today were due to his own error. The Gyokeres one and the set piece. The first 2 goals, you could say he gifted it to us. You could also say we could have scored another 2 more goals from their mistakes if Odegaard would have just pressed a little bit harder. If
I don't like to do shoulda, woulda, coulda. You know, like
no. My point is, in the same breath as they're saying you got gifted 2 goals, we also left 2 goals on the plate that we could have scored ourselves without getting any gifts. So it balanced out. Eventually, the better team won. I don't think the scoreline was even fair. The reality is they should be down at least 2 goals going into the next tie. We did not do good enough defensively. We let them back into the tie by keeping it close.
Yeah, I mean, again, they're not a bad team. So let's not make it Chelsea. This is the bridge. They're not a bad team. So it's not like we let them. They're a good team that can cause people problems. They're just not consistent. So the issue there is not that, we let them. We didn't let them because I don't think any of our players, I mean, Gabriel and Saliba threw their head at that second goal, literally diving to try to hit the ball and I missed it. So it's not like we let them. It was quality goals that they scored, and Chelsea can do that to you. You know, Chelsea can do that to you if you lose concentration for a second. So I'm not really moved. I knew my thing was I wanted us to win at the bridge because when you come to the Emirates, it's going to be harder for you. Away is harder for us. We went to the bridge.
I got the record for you. Sorry to cut you off, but I got the record for you. You know how many times in a row have we now played Chelsea at their ground where we have either beaten them or have come out of there with something?
How many times? 7, 8?
8 times.
Yeah,
8 times.
2018.
We have gone to Stamford Bridge 8 times in a row and come out of there with a win or a draw. And these guys have not been able to beat us at their ground for 7 years. 7 years they've not been able to beat us.
Yeah. I think 2018 was the last time that they beat us or 2017 or 2018 was the last time that we've lost to Chelsea at the bridge. And again,
Stamford Bridge is basically like a brothel for us. We
have a good record at the bridge. It's just that sometimes it can be a tough game and it could end in a draw. So I'm glad we got the win. 3-2. We'll take it back to the Emirates. We'll see what they do when they come over to the Emirates. You know, I expect that, like for example, Declan Rice coming off today and all that, and all those changes that Arteta made was because of the weekend game, Nottingham Forest. We need him for the Premier League. We need to rest him a little bit. We need to manage his workload. You know, of some of our better players. Let me get
on to Ben White quickly. I thought Ben White, great that he scored the goal. By the way, London's red. Nobody talks about white or blue or any of that. This is, we all know London's red right now. As for Ben White, I thought Ben White had a great game. He basically had the assist he basically set up the goal for Gyokeres and he scored the set piece. He's back, and it was a brave call to play both Ben White and Timber over Miles Lewis-Skelly because of fitness issues. But
yeah, Timber is Timber has always been a quality player in both fullback positions. We know
No, but the fitness issues potentially.
What do you mean fitness issues? For who? For Timber or for Ben White?
I thought one of them were coming back.
No. Yeah, no, they were just managing the workload for Ben White because they did say that since he came back from injury, you have to manage his workload to not let him go and trip up again. That's the reason why. It's not because he was fitness issues or he was injured or anything. Basically, what I've read every time I've gone in to check, like most of these players, they're trying to manage their workload. Like, and there are things that they're looking at and saying, all right, we have this many games to play. We're still in 4 tournaments. We will definitely need players down the line. So starting Ben White, who's not our starting right back, again, starting Kepa, who's not our starting goalkeeper. So when I think again we put up a team that was good enough to win this game at Stamford Bridge. This wasn't our first team.
Hey, I don't think Kepa was as bad as people in the comments are saying, because I'm seeing people in the comments saying Kepa cost us.
Kepa did not cost us anything.
You blame Kepa for those goals?
Arsenal fans just like to lament and complain. That's the problem. There's nothing this club will do or this team will do that they would actually they will find something. Are you expecting Chelsea to sell ice cream on the pitch? No, you're expecting them to come and play football. So they will, and they're at home. You're lucky it wasn't 2-2 or it wasn't 1-1. You're going to Stamford Bridge where your record is good, but majority of it has been draws. Right? Like the head-to-head at Stamford Bridge have been draws. So this idea that you think that we're going to just waltz in there, smack them up, and walk out is nonsense. You set up those expectations, and then when it doesn't happen, you try to find someone to blame. Kepa was not the cause of those 2 goals. Those balls fell to Alejandro Garnacho. Garnacho took a good shot, went through the keeper's leg like any other goalkeeper would have missed that shot. The other one, he dug it into the ground. Gabriel missed the header where he could have headed into the ground. You blame Gabriel for that one? Like,
hey, let's keep it moving because I'm trying to go watch the rest of the Nigeria-Morocco game. I'll say this. The set pieces, am I surprised? That's our 23rd set piece of the season. Are you surprised? I don't think anybody's surprised.
I'm not. We've been scoring set pieces for the last 3 seasons like that.
We already spoke about conceding sloppy goals. The next thing we need to talk about, Victor Gyokeres. That is more like it, Victor Gyokeres. That is more like it. I thought from minute 1 to the end, they were trying to find Victor Gyokeres. They were looking for him. They were working hard to get him the ball. And Victor Gyokeres scored his first goal, and Victor Gyokeres played a big part in the second goal also. The third goal also. And after the game, when asked about the situation, Victor Gyokeres, you know what he said? He just cool, calm, collective. He's like, this is what I should be doing, and hopefully there's more opportunities for me to do this.
Simple. Yeah, simple. It's not simple. Again, it's going to be a tough season for him because we have to find a way to play him in. I think people just assume that once we get a striker, the Arsenal way is we're just going to play for the striker. I don't think that's going to happen. This team Arteta has been building this team for like 3-4 years now. This core of players, and they've played a certain way, and they're adding more to their skill set. So bringing in Gyokeres, him scoring today was good for him. I think it does a world of good for his confidence. It does a world of good for him as a striker. And yeah, I hope we can play a few more like that for him this season in big games and let him put it away, because that was a bully goal, and I like it. I like a bully goal sometimes. If that's what it takes to get the ball in the back of the net, then that's what it takes.
Zubimendi, 7 goal contributions this season for Arsenal. His career high is 5 goal contributions in a season. We're in January.
Yeah, Zubimendi he's immense for Arsenal. I think what most people don't see about him is the fact that he puts in a lot of work, and for a guy that is not one of our tallest players, wins a lot of aerial duels as well. Today, scoring that goal, and I think just the way he played in general. Like, one thing I like about this Arsenal team is they will find a way to score on the other end, and they're really hard to break down. You have to score the type of Garnacho goals. Like, those balls have to just fall to you by some error in the 18-yard for you to be able to score. Even when
I'm gonna have to go before the penalties for Nigeria, Morocco, but it's about to start. I'm just gonna go quickly. Player ratings. What do you think of Kepa? I didn't think he was that bad. But
I'll give him a 7. I think Kepa played well.
I'll give him a 6.
I'll give him a 7. He played well. Kepa did
I thought he was shaky on the corners.
He wasn't shaky again. No, you see, you guys look at that. Shaky in what sense? There was a whole player's arm on his head, and I get it. They gave the goal. We did this. I know, but we did the same thing to their goalkeeper. So
let's just move past it. 6.5. I think that's fair. Ben White, solid 8.
Solid 8, yeah. Ben White was good today.
Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, all get a 7.
7.5 for all of them. I'll give everybody 7.5. Yeah.
Odegaard should have released the ball quicker sometimes. He was holding on to it a little bit too much. I'll give him a 6.5.
Yeah, fair enough. Odegaard 6.5. I think Saka
Zubimendi 8.
Zubimendi 8. Saka gets a 6 for me.
Declan Rice 8.
Yeah.
Saka 7.
6. Saka got a 6 today. I think he just coasted through today. Like you could see that he wasn't at his match sharpness today, but he did his job.
Gyokeres, man of the match, 8.5.
8. He's finally scoring goals and staying in positions where he's supposed to be able to score goals. And even at the first goal, Gabriel's Ben White goal, where he avoided the ball and he did not interfere with the player, so that the player could actually attack the ball. I think that was a good move. That's
Trossard 6.5.
Trossard 6.5. Yeah.
Martinelli, Moreno came on. They looked decent, but not enough time. I'll give them a 6. Jesus did not have much time. He almost won a penalty, but he was offside. And Havertz came on. He didn't have much time. So I'm not going to rate Havertz and Jesus. We'll just rate Moreno and Martinelli 6s.
Yeah.
And Arteta gets a solid 8.
Yeah, he did coached this team to actually go out there and win today. So I'm glad. And I like the attacking options he brought in again. I mean, we're 3-2 up, but you're bringing in Gabriel. You're bringing in Kai Havertz, people that can also put the ball in the back of the net. So that's good to see. He wasn't playing defensive. He didn't, and that's a good thing to see. So yeah, I think he gets an 8. I'm happy with that.
All right, perfect. No worries, bro. Let's keep it moving. You have a good day. Everyone in the chat, big up to everybody. We'll catch you on the next one. Don't know, people.
Yeah.